Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. I'm Craig Boy. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for watching. So today I did check something after the last episode. So these bales are fermented and ready to go. So I did take the telehandler and I did grab one of them, got a bale spike on there and just picked one of the bales up, and I just trotted off to the BGA just to see what was going to happen. I thought, alright, I'll sacrifice one bale because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Still in two minds if you needed to own the BGA before you actually can profit from it. I mean, it's quite expensive at 1.5 million. But I took one of these bales, trotted off over there. And would you believe it? It is true. You just put it at the front. So like I was reading up, you just put it at the front. You don't have to put it in. I dropped one of the bales at the front on the telehandler and it disappeared and sold immediately. Which again, that was a new thing for a BGA. I thought it was always midnight. Or it used to be in FS19. But it seems like now it just sells immediately. It's just gone. That's pretty good. So, I am tempted to go and get the tractor and head over there and see if we can get like an auto load trailer. Just to try and put all these on, like rent one. I know it's a bit much. But the only thing I can do with them is put them on a bale spike and pick up a couple at a time and trot off over there with the telehandler. And that's going to get a bit much, that is. So we're going to sort that out. But a couple of things sort of I was doing why off camera as well. So I moved the trailers and the water tank because for some reason they just kept disappearing. Like I would park it up here fine, and the next time I come back on the game from the, you know, after saving and leaving and coming back, it was getting further and further and further down here. And then when I came on last time, it was like down here, and I'm like, why is it moving? And the water tank, you might have seen in the last couple of episodes, I did see it say it seems to keep getting further back. So I decided to move them and just put them somewhere a little bit better. Also, there's a little walkway that was here that has gone. I had a great idea about putting one of them bridges across. So over here, there's like a little bridge which has been put in place. There's a little metal bridge here. So instead of sort of dipping down through the kind of little stream, you've got a nice little bridge. And I was tempted because these ones are quite big. And there's quite a dip in them, especially when you've got some equipment or you've got like a fertilizer on the back. It pops a wheelie if you've not got a waste on the front. So I found that I have actually got like a bridge pack installed. And I was tempted to try and put one across, but I just couldn't seem to get it work. I got rid of this little walkway thing. I just couldn't get it work. It was sitting okay across that side, and then here was about a foot off the floor, and I'm like, this is just not going to work. So I just thought, you know what, before I kind of mess it up and do any damage to the yard, I'm just going to leave it. And that's exactly what I did, decided to leave it. Tidied up a bit of grass here, because I've kind of moved a couple of things. So obviously I put the trailer here next to the lawnmower. That was okay. I was looking about a bridge here as well, because this is quite a steep one, but that's just not going to work either. And you might have noticed something else as well, depending on how closely you pay attention to this map. The trailers here have gone. They were good trailers, don't get me wrong, they were good trailers. Absolute nightmare to reverse, because of the kind of steering like A-frame axle on them. So I found that I got quite a few trailers installed. And I thought, you know what, I had to look through, and they held pretty much everything, but about 30,000-ish litres altogether. And I thought, I want something a bit easier. And I managed to find a trailer that was pretty much the same price, give or take 100 quid. So I managed to ship them in, and I managed to buy another one. And I bought this little beauty here. This Fiegel trailer. It holds 40,000 litres. So we've got an upgrade on the litres, and it was cost me about another 100 quid more than what I got back for them trailers. It just seems, it makes sense. Oh, and I put the water tank in here as well. Moved a few things about here, just to sort of, you know, well, that's kind of a bit jam-packed in there. But I did say at some point I was tempted to get rid of this little field that was a bit like, just nothing to it really. I was tempted to get rid of that. And maybe put like another shed here, flatten it out a bit, you know, maybe use it as yard. I'm not sure yet, still haven't kind of worked out, because we're not going to get much off that. We're not going to get much straw. We're not going to get much wheat off that. Not that's going to make any difference really to the bank account, I don't think. So we're just going to have to... We'll see what happens. Could put it back as grass, because we're going to get more like grass. Obviously going to keep popping up as we see on these other ones. It keeps coming out of nowhere. So we might just sort of plough it up, put grass back in. I'm not sure yet. But I think the first thing we're going to do, let's head over here. Now we've worked out that the BGA will sort of take them bales okay. And I'm assuming that if it will take the bales, it's going to take a trailer full of silage. And we've got about, what did we say? Was it 75,000 litres of silage in the new fermenter? So we'll test out the new trailer. I'm going to move us over here because these spawn here somewhere, don't they? And the last thing I want to do is go and drop it on our own head. So if we go and have a look in, it's going to be in bales. Where's bale loaders? Now, I looked at that one, which that is technically the one I'm going to get. But that's just a standard like in-game one as far as I'm aware. But then if we go along here, I managed to get one which somebody's done, which is part of a auto load. So it's just a standard trailer. Again, it'd be an absolute nightmare to reverse, but I'm not hoping on reversing it. Just going to drive in, pick up the bales, head up to the BGA, drop them off, jobs are good, and send it back, get rid of. Now we can go for the extension, but I don't think it's worth, you know, the extra money. I'm assuming the thing is, I don't know if you can strap it down. So we've got round bales. If we can't strap it down, then we need the extensions. Do you want to take the risk just in case or not? I don't know if it's got strapping or not. So I'm guessing if it's auto load, it should. We'll have a go. It says that auto load bale loading. We're going to lease it and we're going to go without. We can customize it and put them on if need be. At 994 quid. I think that's going to be okay, don't you? 994 quid to get these bales. We might as well get rid of them because it's going to be a while before we get animals, I would have thought. But then who knows? This is the thing. I've had people ask me before in the past about, you know, do I plan all these episodes out? To a certain degree, you try to. Like, I got an idea in my head that on this episode, I need to try and sort these bales and sort out the silage, and then maybe tackle the harvesting, the grass. Depends how much we can get done in the episode. I try to keep each episode around 30 minutes if I can. So occasionally I'll keep looking at the recording timer to see. I mean, already we're at nearly 8 minutes. I've rabbited on that much. Some episodes I just don't know what to talk about, and other episodes just can't shut up and just rabble and talk utter rubbish. And yeah, you might find I do explain a lot of things what I'm doing, but do let me know in the comments if you like the explaining, if you don't like the explaining. I'm just trying to keep everybody up to speed with what my plans are. Just don't want you sort of looking at this going, what's he doing now? No idea. I'm kind of lost. So this is why I might explain a lot more about what we're doing. Now let's have a look and see. The problem is certain things aren't keybound for my controller, so I might have to just go back onto keyboard and see if we can work out. So what have we got to do here? Oh, it has got fasteners on it, which is good, which should be L, so we can fasten them on. That's good. Loading type, we need to change it. Liquid tanks, big bag pallets, big bags, round cotton bales, round bales. 125. I don't know. Again, we don't know what size they are. Let's just click B. There we go. Here we go. Oh yes. Auto strapping as well. That was. Oh, we've left them behind, and I can't reverse this thing. You would have thought I should be okay at reversing being a HGV driver, but that means absolutely nothing. I can't see. Can we just grab him now? Is this gonna enable auto load? So it's enabled. Please, I can't get him. Stupid A-frame. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, one more, one more. Don't do this to me. Okay, let's see if we can try and turn around and go at it another way. Oh, it's in an awkward place, isn't it? Now will it grab somewhere? Yes. So the first one I chucked in, then I got about £980 plus this environmental score something. So we should get a nice chunk of change. Again, I'm not expecting to retire on this, but I should get a nice chunk of change. And then obviously we've got the silage to pick up from the fermenter, which we'll do as well. And then we really need to get stuck into harvesting all this. As you saw in the last episode, I picked up my favourite New Holland harvester because it's got the header that you can tow behind it without having to go for a trailer. Also, I'm hoping as well, if we get time in this episode, actually we will do, we'll fit it in somehow. We will head up to the grain mill and drop off all the grain. Oh, where am I going actually? I'm off to the store. Actually, you know, it's got through here. Customer car park. Sorry, excuse me, coming through. It's the BJ's down here. Watch the water. Yeah, we'll head up to the grain mill and we'll drop it all in there. And obviously, I'm not going to try the little trick because we actually own it now. I was a bit too worried about that being a bug that maybe had been fixed. And no more luck, I'll sell it all and find out when I go and buy it, there's nothing in it. I've lost everything. That would have literally bankrupted us, and that would have been the series over pretty quick. Now, can we just drop these here? Oh, hello, tractor's going off the edge. Now, this is where I dropped the last one. How do we unfasten them now? I dropped the last one here. Oh, yeah, they're going. That might have been an easy thing to try first time, is press where it says unload. But I wasn't sure, you see, because I just went up to it last time and it just took it. Right, okay, well that's that. So we can actually, let's go in now, but we'll get rid of this because we don't need this for any more. Return. Right, okay, so let's head back to the yard. We'll get in the combine. Actually, you know what? We'll pick up the new trailer and we'll see if we can try and sell. So I'll catch you back here with a trailer full of silage from our new fermenter. So we're just back at the yard, and I thought I'm going to show you this. Actually, I was going to wait till we get back to the BGA, but you've not seen the new trailer, and you've not seen us empty the new fermenter. So I thought I'll show you this. So we'll jump inside and we'll hook up to this thing. And if I stay quiet, this I've got a mod which has got airlines, so it just adds the effect when you connect it. Now, it's all hydraulics, so technically it's not air, but it just adds the cool little feature, the cool little effect like this. I mean, I hear that a lot with being on wagons. But obviously, technically connecting this up, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming it's all hydraulics. There's no air involved in tractors. I might be wrong. I don't drive tractors, never have. Only in this game. Right, let's head into here. And so if we go and have a quick look in the productions, this is our new little toy. We've got a lot of things going on here. So obviously we're out of material at the minute, but we've got to cut the grass, so that'll go straight back in here. So as you can see, this thing holds 5 million litres, and we can obviously put in it holds all 5 million litres of grass, straw, and chaff, and it again 5 million litres going out of hay and silage. So our little 75,000, we've got quite a way we can go with this, so we aren't going to worry too much on that. Let's get the silage out. Yeah, and it kind of fills up very well as well, very quickly, which is good. So we managed to get 40,000 litres. This is quite heavy now. So this is a nice little trailer. There's nothing wrong with them other ones, like I said, just a bit of a pain to kind of back up. But I think because all our fields at the minute are around the silo, we don't really need double because we're doing a lot of single things at the minute. So at the minute it's all wheat, or we've got a couple of sunflower ones. We don't really need to split them. Plus this one holds a lot more. And I think this trailer is going to get used a lot for doing the silage run. Because the grass just seems to, which I suppose it would do, keep coming around so quickly that we're going to have a lot of silage in the fermenter. So hopefully, fingers crossed, money shouldn't be an issue. I mean, already them bales, I didn't actually see because they didn't all sell together. And I can't remember what our figure was before, but we're at 81,000 now. Now, I don't know what the difference is. We've got two here. I'm assuming they're both the same. I mean, should we try this one? I mean, look at that. It's already picking up already, right from here. So this is a beauty. Now, we could. I don't think it'll fit, but we could actually be, you know, more realistic and actually try to tip it inside. But I don't think it really makes a difference. So let's just sell this. And let's just see. Yeah, money's going up straight away. Trailer's a lot slower at emptying than the fermenter is. That's got quite a high speed on it. So 11,310 that we got for the trailer load. It's not bad. And an extra 360, nearly 360. That's not bad at all, actually. So I'm going to head back now. I'm going to get the remainder of what's in there, and I'll see you back here at the BGA as we sell the last load and see what the grand total is going to be when we get rid of all the silage. So we're just getting back to the BGA with the final load of silage then. 35,500 is left in this. And also, while I was back at the yard, I've just gone and set the greenhouse for the strawberries. I've gone and stopped the production for the tomatoes and lettuce. And I've just gone and set the strawberries because it's using all the water. Now we've got the bakery. I've got the strawberries to not sell. I've got them to start distributing to the bakery, hopefully. So they can keep stockpiling across to the bakery. When the bakery's got full, then the greenhouse will have to sort of keep taking it in. But we have got more things we need. So if we're going to have a look in here, we have got, for bread, we just need the flour, which won't be an issue. So we're over 103,000. Look at that. Beautiful. So on here, then the bread isn't going to be an issue because once we've done the harvest, we'll get the grain mill on the go. Wheat is 150 to 120. So we're going to actually, it's actually a bad one. That I shouldn't have put wheat in there. But then until you buy the production, you don't know what the ratio is. So at the minute, as you can see, 150 wheat gives you 120 flour. So we're losing a bit out there. We need to put oats in next time. So 150 oats to 188 flour. We get more flour output for less oats going in. So next time, oats. Need to remember that one. But then on cake, we need sugar. We need milk. So for milk, we're going to need to get cows, eggs, chickens, obviously, butter. I'm assuming the butter can be made from the dairy. So the milk will go into the dairy, which will make the butter. What are we going to have to do for sugar? Are we going to have to do sugar beet or sugar cane? Or maybe both. Maybe like either one of them will be fine when you put it. Yeah. We're going to have to get the... there is a sugar production, is there? I'm not sure if there's actually one on this map, actually. Let's pull over here and have a quick look together, shall we? I'm not actually sure if we go into where we're going to have to go into now. We're going to have to go into the construction, aren't we? And if we're going to have a look at productions, factories, so there's a bakery. The bakery takes all them products in, which we know. Dairy. So the dairy takes in sugar. Oh, right. The dairy takes in sugar and milk, and it gives us chocolate. Is that cheese and butter? Now, there is a dairy on this map, so we can sort that one out. But what about sugar mill? Oh, so yes, it does look like you can... Well, looking at the little picture at the bottom, that's sugar beet. I don't know what the middle one is. And sugar cane is the end one. Honestly, it gives you normal white grain sugar. But have we got a sugar mill? I'm going to have a look, but I don't know if we've got a sugar mill. So, if we haven't, that could be a good thing to put. It's 80 grand though. That could be a good thing to put in that little field. How big is it? Holy moly. Jeez. That's bigger than I thought. That's what she said as well. That might fit on that plot. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to let's quickly whiz over there. We are wasting this episode. We're checking all these things out. We've got a harvest to do. Oh, yeah. Gosh, you'll fit on there fine. Maybe put it over this way a little bit. We'll be able to get a vehicle shed in here as well. It fit there quite nicely, actually. And then what do we do? We put in... Does the sugar come out this side here? And then what's around here? Oh, no. Hang on. We tip it in there, and the pallets come out the front. But then we should be able to get that to distribute, I'm assuming, straight over to the dairy and bakery and anywhere else that will take sugar. Alright, that's something to think about. I will have a quick explore before the end of this episode to see if there is actually a sugar mill on this map already built in, because everywhere else, like, we've got everything else, haven't we? Bakery, that's ours there to the left. We've got the grain mill. The dairy's on here as well. Just not sure on the sugar mill. Alright, we'll pull this over here now, because we might need this for this field. It just depends how much it's going to take. So we'll turn the tractor off for now, and I'm just going to have a quick look and I'll come back to you. So having a quick look on the map then, I don't see a sugar mill anywhere. So there's not one already built into the map, so we're going to have to put a sugar mill in. Which is not a problem, we can do that on that little, maybe that field, maybe that's perfect for that. But I have found there is a dairy, which is, we're staring at it. So this is where we'll bring the milk to, and it should give us, what do we say, chocolate, butter and cheese. So we'll get extra bits that we can sell as well, so that's pretty cool. We might need to look at getting a more better auto-loading trailer then for all the stuff if we're going to be getting all these. So we're going to need to own this at some point. How much it costs? 70 grand, that's not too bad. And I also found out straight across the road from here, this beauty. This is the cereal factory. So if we want to make cereals, we bring it here. This is loud. Ooh, 110,000. That's expensive. So let's just head back over here. We need to go jump straight into the combine. We need to get this started. So that's something we're going to look at down the line. We've got to try and afford this, but also we've got to remember we've got a $500,000 loan that we need to try and do something with. Well, preferably pay it off. So let's just try and focus on what we've got at the minute. We'll do bread. We'll try and get some money up. We'll keep cutting the grass. We'll keep turning it into silage. And we'll keep getting paid by the BGA. And then we're just going to have to look into getting rid of that loan, I think, first. And then hopefully we'll be able to sort of maybe look into getting the cereal place and the dairy and everything like that. We can go to the lengths of, like, there's a spinnery if we want to do cotton. You can get tailor shops. But I have noticed as well, there is one we can get donuts. Now you're talking. We need to just go and check to make sure. Disable swath. Straw swath. We don't want to disable it. We want to make sure that's on. Because then we can get the straw and we can then just go and dump that in the silo for a rainy day in case we want to make hay. If we need hay, then we need to put straw in the fermenter with grass to make some hay. Nope. Yeah. Straw, grass, hay. That's the one. So this shouldn't take too long. I keep turning it off. I want to just lift it, not turn it off. That's the one. So hopefully this won't take too long then. Gonna whiz around, we're gonna get this done. All the fields are ready to go, so I think that means it's time for a bit of a time lapse. But we're not going to show you every single field. No, it will be quite a time lapse. So sit back, let's get the harvesting done. So that wasn't bad then. We've managed to get all the harvesting done. We'll just go part this thing up. I know a lot of you might have been screaming at me for the swaths being quite a mess, but we don't really need to worry. If we were baling, I would have done them a lot more neater, because it would have made it a lot easier. But because we're not baling, we're using that trailer with the massive sort of spider arms on, we don't really need to worry, do we? We just come around, hoover it up, and we'll be done with. So we've nearly got a full trailer here. We're 81%, 32,000 and nearly 32,500 litres. So we're going to head up now to the grain mill. We might as well get this started. Bring the tractor back and the trailer. And then we'll pick up the trailer. We'll get all the straw. We'll put the straw in the silo for now. And then it's time to tackle some grass. So everything in the grain mill. So if we go back on here and we go down to our production, we should now be able to activate this and get this rocking and rolling. So wheat flour, that's what we've got, 32,500. We can hold 270,000 in here. It's not bad at all. Activate, and we'll get that then distributing across to make some bread. And basically we've got to wait for some to come across here first before we can activate the bread. We can activate it, but it's just missing some material at the minute, so we've got to wait for it to come across. So the bread will get going. We'll head back to the yard. We've got plenty of things to do. Trees are in the way. You are going to kind of go under that, but why risk it? Why risk it? So it's quite a trek from the yard, this is. I will take you back on the journey. I won't cut it out this time. Quite a nice sort of nice looking, you see, quite a nice view. Although these kind of fields over here do scare me a little bit. Who's tackling them bad boys? Look at them. And that one there. What the hell did you do with that one? Yeah, I wouldn't like to give that a go. And obviously, oh, on the way here you go through the little ford and then back through this way. How cool is that? So yeah, I'm glad we didn't have to come back all the way up here. We have to go this way and then swing left here. Back over the highway, and then we'll be back to the farm. That car's not going to stop now, is it, hackers? So I'm so glad that we don't have to travel up there all the time to be able to get the pallets and then have to transport it. I mean, we can do. Is that car going to stop on the right? Probably not. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Oh, you... Seriously, car? Anyway, as I was saying, I'm glad we don't have to travel up there to get the pallets. We can do, but we should be able to just get it distributed straight across now to the bakery. And then when the bakery's got some, it should be able to start producing and getting us some lovely bread. The bread's going to store, and then we can go across and spawn when we want. Yeah, I can't see nothing there at all. We're going to have to spin around this way for this one. So it really might be worth looking into a more better auto-loading trailer. Because we have got the little green one, which is sat next to the lawnmower. I'm going to go get the lawnmower and go do some, cutting grass now. And then we can use that trailer and we can hoover everything up. So we have got that thing there. I don't know how many pallets that holds, if I'm honest. We'll give it a go. When we start getting some pallets in, we'll give it a go and see how many it holds. It doesn't look many, but then I don't know how high it's sort of been programmed to stack them. Pretty quick at a good, what, 20 maybe? Depends on the weight as well, so yeah, we might just have to see what happens. Right, let's start with this. get this cut, and obviously the same trailer can hoover it all up. Not at the same time, obviously. We can go around and do the grass, then we can also do the straw. Now, is there a chance it is going to overlap? What happens if it picks up a little bit after we get some straw and we pick up a bit of grass? Is it going to suddenly convert the grass? You know what? That might be a slight worry. So what we'll do for now, we'll actually just drop this here. We'll get all the straw up first. Because I know some trailers do that. You pick up like straw, and then it will convert. Like if you go over the grass, it will convert it. And that's the last thing we want. There is a chance, because I'm going to be cutting some of the grass on the edge here, so let's just quickly whiz round and get this done. Place your bets now. How much straw do you think we're going to get off this? Well, not just this field, altogether. We're going to get much, or not much at all? Place your bets and let's see. And just like that, all the straw is done. If you said 134,000, you would have been very close. 134,378 litres. That's not bad for all them fields. So we'll go put this in the silo because there's not really much we can do with this at the minute. We could keep a lookout in case there's a transport contract, in case somebody wants a load of straw. They might be willing to pay some good money. But at the minute, we're just going to dump it in here. And then we can get back to cutting some grass. So we'll just park this on here for now. Drop this. We don't need this for now. We'll go pick this up. And I'll get to cutting the grass, and I'll see you when the grass is done. Okay, so the grass is all done, but I might have got a little bit carried away in, well, tackling the grass. I might have gone around every little bit possible. I mean, now we own, like, the fermenter. Well, why not? Because we've got this as well. And we can literally go around every little bit. We haven't got to worry about hitting things. I mean, obviously, if we were going to windrow it and there's going to be a baler, I probably wouldn't have done this because it would have been an absolute nightmare to try and get it in without hitting things. But since we've got this, we can literally just go over everywhere, and it just makes sense. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? So I did kind of go around every little bit we could. Okay, not every single little bit. Just some of the obvious little bits. See if we can try and get as much as we can in. Since it's making us some money, well, why not? I didn't want to go too much around like the silo and the greenhouse sort of area because I was a bit worried about... I don't know if this grass on the edges is going to grow back or not. I don't know if it's like growable. Obviously the ones on the field are. But then are the ones like around the edge, is that going to grow back or not? Is that it now? Yeah, I'm not sure on that. So I didn't want to go over every single little bit. I did all this. Didn't go around that field. Sort of did the bits around here. Didn't go sort of through here too much, like around where the silo and where my little flowers around the trees are. Did go around this field. Because we're on about doing something with this field, aren't we? We're on about putting a sugar mill here if we can, so we'll probably just concrete over it anyway. So why not, if we can get a little bit of grass off this and it make us a bit of money? I mean, come on, why not? Still undecided about this field yet, what to do. We can't afford the sugar mill. Well, we can technically. Oh, and yeah, I did kind of go around by the me little caravan. Caravan did need it. Come on, the grass did need cutting there. 103,529. That's not bad at all, is it? That we got about 75, I think it was, on the last one. Yep, just them extra little bits, you see. It really does make a difference. So we're going to dump this in here now because we are done pretty much with the harvesting for now. Let's just see in case we need to go and activate that. So the bread is actually running. Look at this. We've got 123 litres. I was going to say 123,000 litres then. 123 litres of bread because it is starting, the flour is starting to come in. Oh, that's good. That's good. We'll see some of that soon. So this is running now because we've got some more grass. We can hold 5 million. So it looks like there's not really anything there at all because it holds a lot. You'd be surprised actually if we do buy that grass field just across the train tracks there that I was on about, the big one. I've done that in my off-play kind of map or game, this map. And you can get, I think, around about 800,000 litres of grass off that field if you do it properly. So yeah, we can get a lot if we do get that. And obviously then these little fields here, we will definitely do something other than putting grass in them. The grass at the minute is just helping turn it into silage and just making us a bit of money while we can. So it might be worth spinning these fields full of grass for now to give us something. That might be a good way of trying to make some money. So plant grass in it and then cut the grass all the way through until we get to oats. Before we get to March in Feb, we'll see if we can then maybe get all the grass out and replace it all with oats. Because the oats is what we need for the grain mill. That might be a good idea. I know it's going to be a lot of fields of grass. And we can still even utilize this one because we will still get a good amount of grass off this one. Might be a good idea instead of leaving them empty for now. Let me know what you think then in the comments below. You can have your say. That's going to wrap up this episode then. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you right here on the next one.